Hello, children. So, today we'll continue chapter number 12, Reproduction in Plants. So, first of all, let's recap what we have discussed earlier. So, first of all, we had discussed the definition of reproduction, types of reproduction. First was sexual reproduction, and second is asexual reproduction. After that, we were discussing the modes of asexual reproduction. First, we read about the vegetative propagation, and second part, we have read the budding, how yeast get reproduced by the process of budding. So, next, third part is fragmentation. Here in the fragmentation, we are taking the example of Spirogyra, how fragmentation takes place, and how Spirogyra reproduced with the help of fragmentation. So children, first of all, let's understand what does mean by fragmentation. So fragments means in smaller parts, in different parts. So what happens in this method? The plant breaks up into two or more fragments, and each fragment grow into the new plants. So here we can see in the figure the picture of Spirogyra is here. See how Spirogyra gets divided into the two or more parts. This process is known as fragmentation, means a breaking into two or more fragments. And this process continues and they cover a large area in a very short period of a time. So this is a fragmentation. Just go for the word first of all, that is breaking up into two or more fragments. Next, another part of asexual reproduction is spore formation. So spore formation is seen in the case of fungus, ferns, etc. So the fungi on a bread mold grows from spores which are present in the air. So the spores germinates and produces the new plants. So children, here we can see in the diagram how the spores are germinated and produces the new plants. The spores are asexual reproductive bodies, and each spore is covered by a hard protective coat to withstand unfavorable conditions such as a high temperature and low humidity, so they can survive for a long period of a time. And when the conditions are favorable, then a spore germinates and develop into a new individual. So just take care of it. Only when the conditions are favorable, then the spore germinates and develop into a new individual. So examples already we have taken that such as mosses. Moss and ferns are reproduced by the means of spores. So children, just you have to remember this method. This is a spore formation. Mainly takes place in fungus, spore and ferns. So these were the methods of asexual reproduction. I think you have remembered that how vegetative propagation was very, very useful, how the plants are growing without seed. In asexual reproduction, we have read that plants grow without the seeds. So these all are the methods by which plants grows without the seed. So children, the next part we'll discuss about the till here your asexual reproduction part is over. In next video or in next part we'll discuss about the asexual reproduction. Till then you keep on revising this part and your queries will be solved in the class. Thank you.